Ever find yourself wondering if you have the right medical supplies stocked up in your prepper pantry? It's a common question that comes to mind, especially when we start to hear about shortages in certain regions. This question isn't just about curiosity, it's about preparedness and ensuring you're ready to face any situation that comes your way. The reality is, medical supplies are a vital part of any prepper's stockpile. They're the tools that could potentially save a life in an emergency. But despite their importance, they often get overlooked. We tend to focus on food and water storage, on power and shelter, even on self-defense. But what about medical supplies? These are the unsung heroes in the world of prepping, the items that can make a difference when it really counts. So, it's time we shine a light on them. In today's video, we're delving deep into the world of essential medical supplies, a critical aspect of prepping that often gets overlooked. First off, let's talk about bandages. In the world of essential medical supplies, bandages are a must-have. They come in a variety of forms, each designed to address different types of wounds and injuries. You've got your adhesive bandages, ideal for minor cuts and abrasions. Then there are sterile gauze pads, perfect for larger wounds that need absorption and protection from infection. And of course, don't forget medical tape, a versatile tool that helps secure dressings or splints. Each type of bandage plays a unique role in wound care, and having a diverse selection on hand can significantly improve your ability to deal with various situations. Whether you're dealing with a scraped knee or a deep cut, the right bandage can be a game changer. So when you're stocking up your medical supplies, don't overlook these humble yet crucial items. Remember, the right bandage can make a world of difference in a survival situation. Next up, antiseptics. Now, have you ever considered what you'd do if someone in your party sustained a wound in a survival situation? That's where antiseptics come in handy. Hydrogen peroxide or rubbing alcohol, common household items, can be lifesavers in the wilderness. They're essential for cleaning wounds and preventing infections, which can escalate quickly if not treated promptly. The key here is to nip any potential problems in the bud. So let me ask you this: when was the last time you checked your antiseptic stockpile? It's a good practice to keep a check on your supplies periodically and replenish as needed. Remember, in a survival situation, you're the first responder. Having a well-stocked antiseptic supply can make the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major problem. Keeping a good stock of antiseptics is essential to prevent infections. Now let's move on to pain relief. Picture this: you're in the middle of an emergency situation and pain hits. It could be a headache, a sprained ankle, or a fever. Pain isn't just discomforting, it can distract you and slow you down when you need to be at your most alert. That's where over-the-counter medications like acetaminophen and ibuprofen come in. These are not just your everyday pain relievers. They are crucial in reducing fevers and managing pain during emergencies. They're like your body's very own peace negotiators, helping to keep things calm and under control when everything else might be chaotic. So take a good look inside your prepper pantry. Examine your pain relief supplies. Do you have enough to last you through a prolonged situation? Remember, in emergencies there are no convenience stores around the corner. Stay ahead of the pain by making sure your pain relief supplies are well stocked. Next on our list, antihistamines. Now these are essential tools in your medical supply kit. Why, you ask? Well, antihistamines are your go-to solution for treating allergic reactions and insect bites. Yes, even in a survival situation, allergies and pesky bugs won't take a holiday. Imagine this: you're in the middle of nowhere, and a bee decides you're its target. A sting can bring about swelling, pain, or even a severe allergic reaction. Having antihistamines on hand can quickly counteract these symptoms, allowing you to carry on with your survival tasks without missing a beat. But it's not just about insect bites. Antihistamines are also useful for seasonal allergies or food allergies, which you might still encounter even in survival situations. So it's important to have an ample supply, especially if you or any of your group members have specific health concerns related to allergies. Don't let allergies or insect bites slow you down. Ensure you have antihistamines in your kit. Moving on to some indispensable items for survival. When we think of survival, we often consider larger items like shelters or food supplies. But let's not overlook the small yet practical items that can make a huge difference in emergency situations. We're talking about tweezers, scissors, metal splints, and tensor bandages. Tweezers can help you remove splinters, ticks, or other foreign objects that might cause infections. Scissors, on the other hand, are crucial for cutting bandages, clothing, or even sutures in a pinch. Then we have metal splints, which are invaluable for immobilizing fractures or sprains, and tensor bandages, perfect for providing support to injured limbs. These items might not seem significant at first glance, but their practicality in bug-out situations cannot be overstated. So, next time you're assessing your survival gear, remember to consider these seemingly small but crucial items. These survival items may seem small, but they can be lifesavers in a pinch. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to first aid. This saying rings true in the realm of emergency preparedness, where a comprehensive first aid manual can be a lifesaver. Think about it. In the midst of a crisis, you may not have immediate access to medical help. That's where a good first aid manual comes in. This handy guide provides step-by-step instructions for handling a variety of injuries and emergencies. From treating burns and fractures to managing cardiac arrest or choking, it's a treasure trove of vital information at your fingertips. It's not just about having the right supplies, but also knowing how to use them correctly. And remember, even the most seasoned preppers can benefit from a refresher course now and then. So keep that manual within easy reach and familiarize yourself with its contents. A first aid manual is like having a doctor in your pocket, don't overlook it. Let's not forget the humble thermometer. This seemingly simple device plays a crucial role in monitoring health. During illness outbreaks, one of the first signs of trouble can be a spike in body temperature. A reliable thermometer can provide an accurate reading, allowing you to make informed decisions about whether or not to seek medical help. A fever can indicate a variety of health issues, from a common cold to a more serious infection. Quick and accurate detection is key in managing these situations. Remember, early detection can mean the difference between a manageable illness and a life-threatening situation. In a prepper's health toolkit, a thermometer is as essential as bandages or antiseptics. It might not be the first item that comes to mind when you think of medical supplies, but its importance cannot be overstated. So take a moment to consider. Do you have a reliable thermometer in your prepper health toolkit? A thermometer can give you vital information about your health. Make sure you have one. Last but not least, personal protective equipment. When it comes to preventing the spread of infections, these items are your knights in shining armor. Gloves, masks, and eye protection. These aren't just for healthcare professionals. In a world where a simple sneeze can send you into a spiral of worry, these barriers stand between you and potential pathogens. Gloves protect your hands when you're treating wounds or handling potentially contaminated items. Masks, on the other hand, shield your respiratory system from airborne particles. Eye protection, often overlooked, defends your eyes from splashes or sprays of body fluids. In an ideal world, we wouldn't need to think about these things. But we're not in an ideal world, are we? Having a stockpile of personal protective equipment is just as important as having a well-stocked pantry. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Personal protective equipment is your first line of defense against infections. Don't skimp on it. Before we wrap up, remember that customization is key. Your prepper pantry isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a living, evolving collection of supplies that should change as your needs change. Maybe you or a family member has a specific medical condition that requires certain medications. Perhaps you've got allergies that demand a steady supply of antihistamines. Or you've got little ones who might need different dosages of pain relief or antiseptics. Take a moment to think about your unique situation. What specific medical supplies would you need in an emergency? Are they in your pantry right now? If not, it's time to make some additions. Reassessing and customizing your medical supplies isn't a one-time task either. It's something you should be doing regularly to ensure that you're always prepared for whatever life throws at you. Stay safe, stay prepared. Until next time, fellow preppers.